Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this. It's okay to ask for help. So we're at the lake this weekend. We go there every Memorial Day weekend. It's the Lake of the Ozarks. And on Friday morning, my son and I, Wyatt, we go out and we're going to go for a jet ski ride. And as we go and we uncover the jet ski, we come to find out that it will not start. Now, I've been told over and over again by my mechanic that chances are we're going to need new spark plugs, but the battery reading was extremely low, so I figured, easy fix. We'll go get a new battery. Life will be good. Well, I proceeded to go buy this new battery and also buy a couple of other things. Why? Well, because we would also find out that day that it's possible that one of the batteries on my boat wasn't working. Now, my boat has 3 batteries on it, so I decided to get a battery tester. Hey, I can change a battery, so I'll go ahead and figure out which battery it is, and I will change said battery. Well, we get back to the jet ski the next day on Saturday, and I'm going to go ahead and get this fixed. And when I go put the new battery in, it's the same problem, which only leads me to believe that the original thought process or the original thing I was told by the mechanic in the first place is actually what it was. Could it be that the spark plugs are just not firing? So after making a couple of trips to O'Reilly's to get some spark plugs and a couple of tools, I went back, hooked up the spark plugs, and vroom, yes, she started right up. So, needless to say, now I take the other battery out, put the old battery back in, jet ski, ready to go. Now I'm going on to project number 2, heading over to my boat. And when I get over there, I go ahead and I get down where the engines are and the batteries are, and I start testing each battery. Now the problem is that they're all showing up on the line, meaning I've always been told you need about 12 to 14 volts to crank an engine and get it going. And guess what? They're showing up right on the line of red and green. So I go ahead and I say, you know what, I break down and say, yes, I could change a battery here. It's not hard to change a battery. But what if I don't need 3 batteries? What if I only need 1? What if I only need 2? So I go ahead and I call my mechanic and I tell him exactly what's going on. He says, look, man, just bring it to me. Let's figure out which one it is and we'll get it done. I go ahead and take about a nice 30-minute boat ride out to where they're at. Go ahead. He checks all the batteries and come to find out I only need 1 of the 3 batteries. Now, this might not seem like a big deal to you, but the realization as I was driving back is that first and foremost, there are people who get paid to do this stuff. It's what they do every single day, and they can diagnose what's going on with a vehicle or with a boat just like that with you telling them what's going on. I am not one of those people. Yeah, I can change a battery and I can even change spark plugs, but it's not my vocation. It's not my passion. It's not what I do. That's why you have people who do these things. If somebody wants chiropractic, they're going to come to me. If somebody wants coaching, they're going to come to me, and I can help them and support them on a journey in life. But I'm not a mechanic. It's just not what I do. I can do the basics, and that's about it. So for me to make the phone call, not that it was a big deal, but I had to just realize, like, dude, you're going to have to lug 3 batteries down a hill, across the dock, into a boat, and might not even need them. Why don't you just ask for help? And so many times in life, don't we do this? Like, we have resources, we have people we can leverage, and we don't use them. We don't ask them for the help that we need to accomplish some given task. The fact that I was willing to call, the fact that I was willing to talk to them, and they were willing to talk to me, we were able to shorten it down, figure out what might be going on, take the boat out to them, and literally in about 10 minutes, I was back on the water, back down the lake, back to my family. And rest assured that everything else was okay. I mean, that was my biggest concern in the first place. That's why I was getting this taken care of. I don't want to be on the water, have the anchor in the water. We go to try to pull the anchor up and we can't because power's down. I want to make sure my family is safe. So for me to go ahead and call the expert, to get the advice, to have them guide me in the right direction is worth everything. And it's worth the peace of mind of knowing that when I go out on that water, that we're going to be safe, that we're okay, that the boat is going to start up. So as we circle this around and we take a look at our own lives, it becomes a matter of something very simple. You've heard me use the term before of don't be an asshole. Don't ask somebody for advice or support or help and not do what they're telling you to do. And in this scenario, that's exactly what I would have been. There was a piece of me that thought, well, cool, man, you know what? I think, and I thought it was the middle battery. So I could go ahead and roll the dice, go get the battery, and then hope that it works out. Or I could just take it to a person that this is what they do, and ultimately it saves me time. Because I had to drive into town, I had to drive back to the boat. Look, this saved me a ton of time being willing to do this. So the question becomes this, very, very simple. Where in your life are you not leveraging the people around you? Where are you not leveraging or asking for assistance or support from somebody who just might know a little bit more than you in a given area or a given topic? And then using that information. The beauty of me going out there is we also found that there was a solenoid that was missing. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it's a part for a parallel. It's a button that you press and it hooks all the batteries together so that if one is low, you can draw power from the others to get everything powered up. Well, the bonus of me going out there is we found out that that particular part wasn't working. So now we got to order that part. In a week or two, we'll head back out. It'll take him 5 minutes to hook it up, but rest assured, I now have another outlet. I've got a generator on the boat, I've got the parallel that I'll be able to hit, and 3 batteries ready to rock and roll. All because I was willing to talk to the professional, take his advice, let him do what he is great at, and get me going again. So where in your life, folks, take a look at it right now. Where in your life across body, being, balance, and business are you not leveraging the people that you have around you, that they're giving you advice or they're giving you support or they're giving you help and you're just not taking it? Or where are you not even asking? If you take a look at those 4 areas right now, where is it that you sit back and go, man, I just need to ask. I keep trying to recreate the wheel over here. I keep trying to recreate the wheel over here, as opposed to just taking a deep breath and say, wait a minute though, I'm just going to ask. I have a support group of people around me. I'm going to ask for help over here in my health. I'm going to ask for help over here in my relationship. I'm going to ask for help over here in my business. I'm going to ask and use the support that I have, which takes less effort, less energy, and it's going to allow you to focus in the areas that you're really good at. And then take that information, roll it into action, and you start to double down on yourself. You use the resources that you have around you, you use your own skill sets, and the next thing you know, you're accelerating your own personal growth. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. Hey, if you haven't already, head on over to, I'd really love and appreciate it if you would head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, and just make sure you rate and review the podcast. I really, really appreciate it. And even refer people who you think could handle, I was going to say, yeah, could handle the fire that I deliver here every week, Monday through Friday. And hey, we are just days away from closing down registration for the Summer Splash Mastermind. There's like 4 spots remaining. If you're interested, email me, drtroy@commitandgo.com. We're getting on the phone. We're going to talk about it. I'll explain to you everything about what it's about and how you're going to produce better than ever this summer in a mastermind group led by yours truly, Dr. Troy Duquitz. That's all I've got for you here today. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.